Welcome to the presentation on designing effective email campaigns. We are excited to share practical strategies and best practices to help you craft more effective, engaging, and on-brand email communications at NYU. Email design is about creating visually appealing, goal-driven messages that support communication objectives. It combines key elements like text, images, colors, fonts, links, and call to action buttons to make emails clear and engaging. When done well, email design captures attention quickly and helps drive higher engagement and click-through rates. Email design matters because it shapes the first impression. A clean, professional layout immediately builds trust with your audience. It also drives engagement. Most people spend 15 seconds or less on an email, so poor design often leads to skipped content or deletion. A well-designed email keeps readers interested. Finally, design affects readability. A clear, scannable layout helps people quickly catch key messages, which leads to better comprehension and higher click-through rates. A strong email layout starts with a clear hierarchy. Consistent headers and footers help set expectations and guide the reader. Next is scannability. Break content into sections, use dividers, bullet points, and buttons to make it easy to skim. And finally, prioritize your content. Put the most important information at the top to ensure it's seen even if the reader doesn't scroll. Let's walk through key elements that create visually strong and brand consistent emails. Start with logo placement. At NYU, placing the logo clearly at the top of an email is essential for branding. It immediately signals that the message is official, builds trust with the recipient, and reinforces the NYU brand from the moment the email is opened. For typography, we recommend web system fonts like Helvetica or Georgia. They load reliably across email clients, and using 14 to 16 pixels for body text ensures visibility. Custom fonts like NYU Persare or Google Fonts unfortunately do not work in most email clients due to the lack of an industry-wide email display standard. Next is call to action button. Keep it visually consistent, same style and color, and use clear, unique, and actionable text. Place it where it naturally guides the user toward the next step. White space is just as important. Use white space to avoid clutter, improve readability, and focus attention on what matters. Consistent alignment throughout your email creates a clean, cohesive, and professional look. Left-aligned text is generally recommended, especially for accessibility, as it's easier for people with low vision to follow. While small amounts of center text can work for emphasis, larger blocks or right-aligned text can be difficult to read and may cause frustration or mistakes for some viewers. When writing emails, whether it's to colleagues or a broader mailing list, accessibility should always be top of mind. Screen readers aren't yet accurate in reading text embedded in images, so it's best to use rich text for anything essential. This ensures that all users, including those using assistive technologies, can access your message. Don't forget to check out NYU's guide on how to create accessible emails. The link is available on the website. First, include alt text for images. In Email Direct, use the alt text dialog box so screen reader users can understand your visuals. Alt text should be meaningful and relevant to the content. Keep it short and focus on the image's purpose. There is no need to mention that it's a photo or a logo. Looking at the image on the screen, a good alt text would simply say NYU student, Jane Doe, or student wearing a face mask. A poor alt text would be photo of NYU student in front of the Kimmel Center wearing a face mask with polka dots on a misty day. because it includes unnecessary details that don't help someone understand the content. Next, check color contrast. Make sure there's enough contrast between text and background, aiming for at least a 3:1 ratio. You can use the color contrast analyzer tool to test your combinations. The download link is available on the website. And for structure, use proper headings. Start with H1, then H2, and so on. Don't skip levels. A clear heading hierarchy improves navigation for everyone, especially screen reader users. Images make your email more visually appealing and help communicate your brand identity. Use strategic, relevant visuals like banners, graphics, or logos that support your message. If your graphic includes an event title or other key information, make sure to repeat that text using the rich text editor. This ensures that the content is readable even if the image doesn't load, and it makes the information accessible to screen readers. A simple layout helps highlight key information and makes the message easier to understand and act on. Try to avoid clutter. Too much content, varying colors, or imagery can overwhelm the reader. NYU Email Direct will always start with desktop design mode, but don't forget to check the mobile view before sending. Most people open emails on their phones first, so mobile-friendly design is essential. In the Email Direct, click the mobile icon to preview how your message appears on smaller screens. In mobile view, make sure the layout, alignment, and spacing still reflect your original design intent. Elements can shift in the mobile layout, so it's worth that final check. A well-designed email doesn't just look good. It guides the reader through clear messaging and intentional layout. This slide illustrates how small design tweaks and content adjustments can dramatically improve communication. The image on the left shows a clearer email with a lot of text over an image, with little hierarchy making it difficult to read. The middle version is an improvement with just a few key changes that help improve readability. It has better spacing, using a clear headline and hierarchy, along with a clear call to action button. The version on the right takes this design a step further, showing what's possible with additional content and design considerations. It enhances the storytelling with imagery. It has scannable sections, hierarchy, and personalized content. By starting with small refinements and aiming for clarity and structure, you can create emails that are not only attractive but effective and engaging. As a final review, here are a few quick checks to keep in mind. Did you check your heading structure? Are your text and images aligned the way you intended? Is there enough contrast between text and background colors? Do your images have alt text? And don't forget to check how everything looks on mobile view. Thanks for watching Email Design Presentation. We hope to continue sharing more tips and ideas in the future, so stay tuned for what's next. Our contact email and the email training and support page link are shared on the website.